Electrostatics. Electro means charge. Statics means stationary. Electrostatic means charges at rest. Electrostatic deals with the study of force, fields, and potentials arising from static charge. You might have the experience of seeing a spark or hearing a crackle when we take off our synthetic clothes or sweater during dry weather. This is usually seen in the case of ladies' garments like polyester sari. You might have seen lightning during rainy season. Why this lightning happens? When clouds are moving in the sky due to friction, electric charges are developed, and these electric charges discharge in between clouds or from the cloud to earth. This is appeared as lightning. We also experience a sensation of an electric shock while opening the door of a car or holding the iron bar of the bus after sliding from our seat. Why we feel the sensation of an electric shock either while opening the door of a car or holding the iron bar of a bus after sliding from our seat? The reason is discharge of electric charges through our body, which accumulate due to rubbing of insulating surfaces. Let us discuss the electric charges at rest and its properties. There are two types of electric charges, positive charge and negative charge. The charges were first discovered by Thales of Miletus, Greece, around 600 BC, when amber rubbed with wool or silk cloth attract light objects. The word electricity is derived from the Greek word amber. How can we produce static electricity on objects? We can produce static electricity on objects by rubbing pairs of materials each other, and it developed this property of static electricity. It is already mentioned that pairs of materials rubbed each other will develop static electricity. As an example, glass rod rubbed with silk or wool. Glass rod will develop positive charge and silk or wool will develop negative charge. Similarly, plastic is rubbed with fur. Plastic will develop negative charge and fur is having positive charge. Some more examples of pairs of materials are shown in column 1 and 2. In column 1, glass is rubbed with silk, wool rubbed with amber, ebonite or plastic, ebonite with polythene, dry air with the cope will develop static. The three methods of producing charge on an object are rubbing, conduction and induction. The first method of charging an object is rubbing. When we rubbed two materials, the materials get charged by transfer of electrons. The body which loses electrons gets positively charged and the body which gains electrons gets negatively charged. The body which loses electrons is positively charged, therefore its mass decreases. The body gains electrons is negatively charged, so its mass increases. Increased mass is very low because the mass of an electron is only 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kilogram. Let us see what happens to positively charged bodies brought together. When we brought two positively charged bodies together, similarly, two negatively charged bodies are brought together, the same repulsion happens. But the positively and negatively charged bodies are brought together, it attracts each other. From the previous animation, it was observed that both glass rods are positively charged. When they brought to each other, they repel. Why? Because they are having same charges. Like charges repel each other. However, the glass rod which is positively charged and plastic which is negatively charged are brought together, they attract each other. That means unlike charges attract each other. Simple apparatus to detect charge on a body is the gold leaf electroscope. It consists of a vertical metal rod housed in a box with the two thin gold leaves attached to its bottom end. When a charged object touches the metal knob at the top of the rod, charge flows on the leaves and they diverge. The degree of divergence is an indicator of amount of charge. What is the working principle of electroscope? Working principle is like charges repel each other. To electrify a neutral body, we need to add or remove one kind of charge. When a body is said to be charged, it refers that there is excess of charge or deficit of charge. In solids, sum of electrons being less tightly bound in them are the charges which are transferred from one body to the another. A body which is positively charged by losing some of its electrons. A body which is negatively charged gaining electrons. When we rub a glass rod with silk, some of the electrons from the rod are transferred to the silk cloth. Thus, the rod gets positively charged and the silk gets negatively charged. Here, no new charge is created in the process of rubbing. The number of electrons that are transferred is very small fraction of the total number of electrons in the material body. Only the less tightly bound electrons in the material body can be transferred to the another body by rubbing. Therefore, when a body is rubbed with another, the bodies gets charged, and that is why we have to stick to certain pairs of materials to notice charging on rubbing the bodies.